Hey guys, it's me again. Okay, just setting this up. So, I'm here to bring you a mukbang. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And it's not, maybe it's not much of a mukbang. It's, hold on, I'll tell you. So I have beef, curry, and rice with breaded pork. That's what this is. Looks pretty good. I almost got sushi. It's like I forget the name of it, but it's shiratsu, I forget, but it's like a scattered sushi. I almost got that because it had crab in it, and I'm like craving crab. But I do love curry, so hence the name curry spice. But well, no, that's not the only reason why I have that name. But and then I also have the UCC coffee in a can. It was cheap. So the curry with the breaded chicken, I believe. Oh no, breaded pork. That was $5.99, and that's why I got this over the sushi because the sushi was I think like $1 more, and but it is like decently priced. Because I'm in Tokyo Central Market. I've never been here before. It seems like a cool spot. So the UCC milk coffee was 118, and I got cream pan or cream pan. So this was 198. All right, let's dig in. Yeah, I might have to bring this closer. So you guys can see what I'm working with. It's about dinner time anyway. It's like 6:17. I should be heading home right now, but I just felt like staying out. That's pretty good. I like the curry sauce. I'm gonna mix it with the white rice because there's white rice in here too. I love sauce and rice. I love sauce and rice. It's the same reason why I love Indian food. I'm taking some of this rice here. I'm just gonna mix it. I had to put it in the microwave twice just to get it like heated and properly heated. Because when I bought it, it was actually cold. So the curry, it has a slight kick to it. It's not like Indian curry, but I am getting that curry feel to it. I like it. I should have dipped the chicken in the curry sauce. It's pretty good, especially for the price. So for all this, I spent under $10. I felt like I was starting to get hungry. And I didn't really feel like eating at home. I'm gonna try the cream pan. Look at the bread. Ooh, it looks so good. I'm a sucker for like sweet breads. Or like sweet and savory. I just love it. It's just what I expected. It's good. The bread has like this after flavor to it. Like it's like a hint of sweetness that like it's not overpowering, but it definitely gives you a kick. It's like a kick of sweetness. So, and then I love like the look of the bread is like it just looks so buttery. And it's slightly buttery because I see it glistening. It's rubbing off on my fingers. But yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of reminds me of, there's a bakery. What's it called? 85 Degrees? 85 Degrees Bakery. I think they have one in Gardena, California. Pretty good. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. To be honest with you, I probably should have just bought this as a snack. But I just really wanted to do a mukbang for you guys. I didn't even try the coffee yet. Okay. UC coffee. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I was expecting something that's like more syrupy sweet and milky, because I love milky coffees, milky teas. This is a coffee. So it has that milkiness to it, but it's not like Starbucks sweet. Like, you know how sometimes with Starbucks they get like overly sweet? This isn't that. So you get the milkiness without the overpowering sweetness. So, pretty good. Would I get it again? Maybe one more time. But I can't see myself craving it. But it's good. Even though I shouldn't, I do love a tad bit more sweetness. And like I said, I shouldn't love drinks that are overly sweet. Because they're not really good for you. Especially when you drink them in excess. But we've been conditioned to just love sugary beverages and just sugary everything. I love Krispy Kreme. But not everybody likes it. Like my husband doesn't like it, for example, because it's too sweet. And I see what he's saying, because it is too sweet. I shouldn't even like Krispy Kreme, but I do. Don't even ask me why I like it. So, I have some stuff on my mind, guys. And I'm trying to clear up my storage space on my phone, because I want to do like a proper episode about this. And I'm not even sure if I should even talk about it or not. And it's kind of a touchy subject because there's other people involved, and but it's something that just is really getting to me, like in my core. Like it really hits my core. So I'm just kind of taking this time to think about it, to see like, okay, is there a very respectful way I can make a YouTube video about this? So I'm trying to figure that out. Actually, I almost made the video when I was sitting in Starbucks today, just like chilling. I grabbed the water. I was trying so hard to not like buy something. I have buyer's remorse from buying this. And this is like decently priced grocery items, but I just, like, since I don't have a job, I'm just like hustling on eBay for cash. I just, I've been very frugal with my money. And I don't like being like that at all. I hate it. It's definitely a new normal for me. Because I'm kind of like very free when it comes to what I want to do, when I do it. So all this restrictiveness, I don't like it. But I understand that it's just things that you do. You know, like, I mean, you have to be responsible, I guess. So, I mean, I get it. But I just want more freedom, you know? Nobody wants to be a slave. I don't want to be a slave, you know? I don't want to be a slave to anything. I want to be a slave to my system. I want to be a slave to, yeah, just anything. I actually did a YouTube episode about this. Ah! I spilled on myself. And it's time to go to bed anyway. Almost. But I did a YouTube episode about, it was a while back, about being free and like people say that I'm free. But I think there's like there could be a negative connotation to that because they're thinking, you'll do anything, like you have no limits. And that's not really what freedom is necessarily. Freedom is like, freedom to me, on the surface, it could be doing what you want, but there is a level of responsibility there. Of course, you have to be wise with any decision you make, you know? So, it's not just about going off and just doing whatever you want. I mean, it's very liberating, but that's not how it works. Because there's consequences for everything. So, yeah, sometimes when people call me free, I see it as like, it depends on what they mean by it. Because it's the context. Negative connotation, you know? Yeah, so. But I still try to like do what I want to do despite what people think, you know? Because people are going to have their opinions anyway. You know what I mean? Like when people see me on my Instagram, they see me as being free. In my Facebook too. I guess because there's a level of confidence that they see in me. And I get what they're saying. I see it. Because I wasn't always there. And I'm not 100% there, guys. I don't have it all figured out. I'm not all the way there with the confidence, but it's way better than where I came from. Way better. Oh my God. I was so insecure. Oh my God, I was bad. It was bad. So I'm so happy it's not like that anymore. But I've come a long way, and like I said, there's room for growth. I'm looking forward to it. Because I do want to be 100% free. Like, I want to be the kind of free where people's opinions aren't going to hurt me. I'm almost there, but not quite. I'm almost there, but not quite. Um, like, to completely just be yourself without caring what people think. I say I'm almost there because I do this thing like when I represent myself on social media, I just post. And some of the things that I post are kind of like, could be considered like pushing the envelope or kind of out there in a sense. There's something about me that kind of likes to push the envelope. And I haven't even done it all the way. I've done it. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm like pushing my boundaries all the time. There's a quote. I forget who it's by. Maybe Eleanor Roosevelt? Maybe. But she says, or said, to do something every day that scares you. Something along those lines. And that quote stood out to me. It really stood out to me because I'm thinking there's a lot that scares me. I'm not so confident that I'll do anything to the point where, even if it means like conquering my fears. Lately I have been conquering my fears. And it's like out of my comfort zone. I hate elevators, guys. More than anything, I freaking hate elevators. And I notice I've been taking more elevators now than I particularly wanted to. But like when I took it, it was like, okay, it wasn't that bad. Only for the reason that it just makes you feel like you can do anything in the world. And sometimes we hold ourselves back by this kind of negative self-talk and fears because it's all psychological, and it's like I may never get stuck in an elevator in my entire life. It may never happen to me. Yes, there's a possibility that it could happen, and that's the part I'm afraid of because I'm claustrophobic. So if anybody's wondering like why are you afraid of elevators, if I had the choice, I'll always choose stairs. Always. And under no circumstances am I going to take a coffin-sized elevator. Because I've seen them. I've seen like elevators so small that only like one or maybe two thin people can fit. Never again. I'll never do that again. I'll wait until I die to get into a coffin. And even then, I'm considering getting cremated because I don't want like to run the risk that I'm like buried alive and then I like, you know what I mean? Like I know it's like, it sounds ridiculous, but I think about this kind of stuff. So I actually thought about getting cremated because of that. Especially after that Edgar Allan Poe class that I took in my last semester of Cal State Long Beach. There was a lot of buried alive themes going on. So that didn't exactly help my claustrophobia. So, but yeah.
When you make my udon,
I'm almost done. I guess it's a miniature mukbang. Mukbang light. I wanted to show you around the grocery store, but I didn't want the overhead music to interfere with the copyright situation and when I post. Because the music is overhead. So I'm just praying that YouTube doesn't pick it up. They might. But this is a live video, so, you know, the only way to take the music out is to not post the episode at all. And cartilage. Sorry, guys. That's nasty. So I'm going to just take my chances on this episode. Just hope for the best. I'm glad I ate. I still have buyer's remorse. But I'm glad I ate. At least I'll be done for today. I did have a little bit more rice than I wanted to. I had, what did I have earlier? I had leftover Panda Express. From last night. My husband bought it for me. But you know, I just was trying to like save him from the trouble of like going someplace else to get me food. Because I don't really like Panda Express. I don't know if you guys know what Panda Express is. If you're watching and you don't live in California. It's just like, as you can say, it's like an Americanized Chinese food, like fast food type establishment. And I'm not a fan of it. I used to eat it, but I just don't like it. So I probably won't be eating it anymore. I already slowed down with eating it big time. I guess I was eating it. Okay, guys, I was getting a call. So, but I think that's probably gonna be it. I'm like almost done. I'm trying to wrap this up. I have like 2 more bites. I ate pretty much everything. I didn't really finish the coffee though. Yeah, I didn't really finish the coffee. So, I'm just gonna contemplate what I want to talk to you about and see how appropriate it is and how I can make it appropriate. Because like I said, it's a very risky topic. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But it's like something within me that's like just deep in my core. And I want to get it out. I want to share it with people because I know there's other people going through this. I know there's other people going through this. Like I know in my heart. So I think the advocacy on it, I think people would appreciate it and appreciate the honesty behind it. Because I want to give you guys like just raw, genuine content. I don't want to be fake for the internet. Like I want to be fake for social media. You know, I just don't want to be fake. I'm not a fake person. So I'm like big on making an impact. So if I can make an impact on you guys and I know about it, that helps me a lot. It really does. It helps me a lot. Because that's like one of the reasons why I even have a YouTube channel. It's to help you guys. One more. I'm not hungry anymore though. I'm trying to force it a little. Come on. I walked here. I walked slow. It took about an hour and 15 minutes. I haven't walked like that since A while. A while. It's been years since I walked like that, I think. Um, Still felt good to go back to my roots. You know, I'm from New York, and we are walkers. But yeah, so an hour and 15 minutes. That was actually a good workout. So I'm gonna head on back home. Not sure if I should jog back. I'm actually thinking about jogging back home. It'd be quicker. So does the mukbang count if I don't eat that last little piece? Does it still count? Does it count? Because I'm done. I don't want to eat anymore. I might finish this. So the curry was good. Would I get it again? Maybe not. It wasn't an orgasmic experience. I prefer orgasmic. But it wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't god awful. You know, but I love Japanese food. So I was just giving it a shot. But I seem to really crave sushi. When I go for Japanese food, like I always get sushi. So part of me kind of regrets not getting the sushi. It was like the scattered sushi is a sushi bowl. I almost got it. It would have been worth the extra $1 because I love it so much. But I guess next time. Maybe for the next mukbang. I don't know. I almost got Thai food for the mukbang, but I would have been paying $4 to $5 more if I did that. And I wouldn't have walked away with so many items. It would have been one item. It's maybe I'll do a review on it, or I'll do a mukbang on it. But it's this pineapple fried rice that I love so much. It's enough for like 2 people to share, but it's about like $14, $15. Oh, so good. It's like so good that when I go to that restaurant, it's the only thing I get. That and either a Thai tea or a Thai coffee. Those are the only 2 things. The only 2 things that I get when I go there. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm just gonna finish my coffee. And I was getting a call in the middle of the stream, so I'm gonna hang up. No, I'm end this and then call that number back. That's my sister calling. All right. As always, looking forward to spicing up your life one episode at a time. And yeah, I'm bringing new content always. I'm always looking for different ways to bring you new content, and I just have to find a way to clear the storage space of my phone because it's really bothering me. That's why this episode and the last episode were live. The guy was trying to figure out what I was doing. Okay. All right, I'll see you. All right, bye.